Kia ora and welcome to Sam's Take, a series about entertainment news and reviews with me, Sam Reelstone. Today I'm jumping into the latest Wizarding World entry and third film in the Fantastic Beasts series, Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. Directed by David Yates, the film follows the previous two Fantastic Beasts films, with magizoologist Newt Scamander, played by Redmayne, recruited by Albus Dumbledore, played by Jude Law, along with his brother Theseus, played by Callum Turner, muggle Jacob Kowalski, played by Fogler, and a couple newcomers to stop the efforts of evil wizard Gellert Grindelwald, played by Mikkelsen. I need to start with the title Fantastic Beasts. The franchise hasn't been about Fantastic Beasts for 2 films now, so the continued use of the title is a bit pointless and, to be honest, kind of condescending. And then when they backtrack and try to make it about the beasts, it feels unbelievably forced. Furthermore, is it about secrets or just stuff we already know because J.K. Rowling won't shut up about her world on Twitter? Among other things. I'm all for expanding your world and providing fans with info since they're always going to be hungry for it, but it just gets a bit too much sometimes. Nevertheless, Redmayne still shines as the introverted and quirky Newt. His acting choices are as engaging, compelling, and sincere as the first film. And despite their scarcity, the beasts he interacts with are effortlessly charming. Mads Mikkelsen replaces Johnny Depp as Grindelwald, following the latter actor's resignation from the role. Mikkelsen is layered and nuanced as the evil wizard with a lot of sinister energy. I'm excited to see him continue in the role, though he wasn't let off the leash enough in this film for my liking. But there's 2 more to let that happen, I suppose. Jude Law has so much power in his performance as Dumbledore, and they finally lean into the fact that he's gay. Years ago, Rowling said he was, so there was no point acting like he wasn't. The thing that makes his character compelling here is the fact he is, or was, in love with Grindelwald, so I'm glad they're finally acknowledging and using it. And Fogler's sweet boy Jacob has so much pain and sorrow with equal amounts of humour and perfect comedic timing. A true delight every minute of screen time he has. The performances and acting choices being made are masterful, but they are buried in an irrelevant and overstuffed story. It attempts to continue the original series motif of love and that love can save the world, but it just stumbles so much. There's a lot of MacGuffins and just stuff that happens as filler. There are also other characters and entire plot points for that matter that are introduced which are never clearly explained who or what they are. And they aren't even small ones either, like full-on double agents and Trojan horses. All of this adds to the notion begun with the first 2 films that J.K. Rowling is not a screenwriter despite being the one writing these films. The Harry Potter books aren't small, but that's okay, they're books. Movies are a finer art. She stuffs way too much in, I cannot stress enough how much is going on. The character of Credence, played by Ezra Miller, was set up to be a big player in this film, with a big reveal at the end of the previous. But that storyline is nigh forgotten, and a further related reveal feels underwhelming. Of course, there's every opportunity for the character to become relevant again in future films, but that doesn't excuse a half-hearted effort in this one. The film also heavily suffers from gratuitous nostalgia baiting. There's compelling and intriguing dialogue between Newt and Dumbledore as they share some of the most engaging scenes of the film, but only ones where lore and exposition is being presented, and that exposition is of things that were teased in the original Harry Potter series. So the only interesting stuff is that which relies on the original material, not something fresh. That is a motif of this entire series so far. Anything that's been engaging in this series, by and large, excluding a few performances, has been from nostalgia. The original books were well written, so the original films had good source material to draw from. But you can't rely on that to prop up this new prequel series. So look, overall, the thing keeping me invested in this series is the performances. The cast so far has been outstanding, and it breaks my heart that their work is suffocated by bloated writing. I am also a Potter fan, I've got a wand, I'm a proud Gryffindor, all of that. But on the basis of filmmaking, I cannot entirely recommend this film. It does exist within a wider context though, and I will see the rest of the series out just for the acting prowess and nostalgia, because again, that original series is so good. I never said I was immune to nostalgia bait. Of course, as always, please go out and make your own thoughts. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Sam's Take. I'll see you next time for more entertainment news and reviews.